episode of Not Quite Right Guitars. My name is Chris, and today is a day I have been waiting for almost 3 months. I finally got something in the mail that I have been waiting on for a pre-order, and I've decided to just go ahead and unbox it, and let's all see what it looks like from the get-go together. So, what we have here is the Marshall 1959 Super Lead pedal. One of the new 4 pedals they debuted at NAMM a couple months ago. I put in a pre-order about 3 months ago and just got it today. Look at that. Slips right off. Ooh, it looks beautiful. We won't toss that box to the side like we did that old shipping box, but so here we have it. The Marshall 1959 Super Lead pedal. The new one. And we are going to test this pedal out on some non-Marshall amps. The first one I'm going to do with is, I feel like is the most non-Marshall amp that I own. It's a Fender Excelsior. It is a 13 watt tube combo with a single 15 in it. It's got two V6 power tubes and two 12AX7 preamp tubes. So nothing Marshall-y about that. So give me a second to set it up, and we're going to see what it sounds like together. All right, we're back, and we've got the 1959 Super Lead hooked up to my Fender Excelsior amp. I'm using my Epiphone Les Paul, which you've seen in other videos, and I've got it running just into the pedal and into the amp. There's nothing else. My pedal board and all that stuff is over there. And I want to do something a little different that I normally don't do, just because I'm super excited about this pedal. We'll go through the box and just all the stuff that's in it. First of all, there's a piece of paper with a bunch of writing that I don't believe was meant to be read by human beings, because I'm assuming that's all legal jumbo. And there's this little packet here, which I did accidentally bust open, so it's not a total surprise. This little thing, which there's no markings on it telling you what it is, but what it is the little feet, little rubber feet. If you wanted to put them on there, you know, so it would stick if you're not sticking it on a pedal board like a lot of us will be. And then let's just flip through this here instruction manual real quick. I'm not going to sit here and read this like it's some sort of novella, but I just figured it's not something I normally do, and let's do it together. So it looks like, just from the contents, it looks like they have the same thing in a bunch of different languages. So this book really, you know, they should have just asked you your language and sent you that language. But whatever. Intro, congratulations. Power, requires 9 volt. So it will run on a battery. You can pull the back off and put a battery. I've got a, I just pulled the power plug out of my pedal block and got that plugged in, and that's running it. Bunch of specifications. You have high treble, high frequency input level before distortion, normal, low frequency input level before distortion, tone, a high frequency roll off, post distortion, high setting sounds brighter and lower settings produce more rounded, less cutting sounds. And then volume controls the output level of the pedal post distortion. So your high treble and normal treble are frequency controls before, and then your tone and volume are after. So, and then, yep, and then the rest is the same things in other languages. So, let's see what this thing sounds like. It's enough chitter chatter, right? Sorry about that. Thought I was in tune. It's a bit off. So, pedal's not on. We're just turning up the volume, see what our cleaning level's like. I'm going to about 12 o'clock on the volume. Okay, so that's what we're starting with without it. And if you heard my taters barking, I gotta take him outside real quick, so please excuse me, we'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My tater baby, he usually only barks when he has to poop, so he had to get out there and get one done. Anyway, we're back, and so like I said, this is what we're starting with. That's just good old natural tube breakup. Alright, let's click this pedal on. Moved all the dials to noon, and I mean, it's not a bad start considering we haven't messed with anything. We're just getting a bass line. I'm not mad at this. So let's do a little bit of knob tweak and see what kind of sound we can get. Sorry, you know, tube amps, man, they make some racket. That's cool. Now, bumping the camera, I'm just wrecking things up. Now, does it sound like a cranked Marshall Super Lead? I don't know. I've honestly never owned a Marshall amp in my life, so I'm going by what I've heard other people, heard other videos and my favorite artists throughout the years and whatnot. I know what they sound like, but I don't personally. I've never owned one, so I think it sounds good. I'll say that. It doesn't have that, granted, I'm running through a 13 watt amp that's only at about, 12 o'clock. through this 115. We're gonna try it through some different things. Trust me, I got this cabinet that you can't even see in this shot. I just realized that. I got this 2x12 cabinet sitting underneath this thing we're gonna plug in just a second. But my initial thoughts, man, it sounds cool. It's got, you know, it's got some of that Marshall bark. I don't know what else you call it, but that just. You know, I like it. I definitely think I need to spend some time messing with some of these tones, see what kind of things you can dial in. But at the beginning of that little test, I went ahead and just, you know, rolled everything up, and it didn't sound bad, you know. And I think that's a good thing where, like, even, you know, you just dime everything out. It sounds pretty cool. So I think it's got some definite potential. I'd like to go ahead and I'm going to plug this same amp. I'm going to hook up to these two 12s right beneath it, which will cut out the 15. Let's just see what that sounds like, and then we'll wrap this video up and we'll move on to some other amps with this thing. All right, you know, the transformation is complete. Turn the volume back up. Let me turn it up to about 2 o'clock, a little bit higher. My tone knobs are all the way on the bright side. I'm going to dial it back just a smidgen. Obviously, it's feeding back because I'm 6 inches away from it, so. So my initial reactions are on it with this particular amp. I dig it. It gives it pretty good sound. I'm not seeing a lot of tonal changes and moving these knobs. Like once you go past seems about noon, like you can pretty much just roll them all the way up, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of difference. Now I don't know if that has to do with the fact that I'm using such a low wattage amp. Let's go ahead and swap to something different and find out. So give me a second and we're going to change setups and I'll get right back with you.